Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day, the day after the eclipse. Totally gorgeous day. I'm at home. I'm walking down our laneway that leads up to our field at the top, and we usually have a stream that goes under a dry stack stone bridge, and I want to show you how the beavers have transformed things. There's a little offering my friend Jorge put here for his husband and my dear friend Johnny Tingle passed. It's a nice memory every time I walk by. So the beavers have utterly transformed this landscape. Let's see who's following me. You guys don't want to go in the water. I was down here earlier and they only follow me so far because the beavers have transformed this place to where there's a lot of water on the road. So in previous times we would always ditch this side here to keep any overflow water and big storms from going onto our road, but it was never this wide. It was maybe 3 feet wide max, and now it's like, just as you can see here, it's just like going off into the forest. And the beavers have worked their way into little springs and things like that that are back there. And now they, in rain events, they actually flow like streams. You can see their work taking down certain trees, and some of these they eat. The willows they eat, and right now the willows are blooming. We do have some pawpaws growing here. We should probably put some cages, make sure the cages are fitting tight around them so the beavers can't get in there and cut them down. We're trying to coexist, but they're making it very difficult. But the cool thing about coexisting with beavers is that they increase the ability for other species to live here exponentially. And so just today, as I was crouching down, I walked down here because Andrew was down here. He, see that tree that's across the road? They just dropped that tree because they're making little ponds further down from this huge pond that they made. So I was down checking out what he had done, and all of these ducks flew in. They were swimming around the pond, making this little sound. But you can see what the beavers do. They get mud, they get sticks, and they just pack it up, and they raise the level of these dams so that more water can be accommodated. And then they take mud from the bottom of these ditches, of anything actually, and they just pack it with rocks and sticks and everything. These ditches tend to fill with sediment, so we would have to re-ditch them. We get a machine. Some of the ditches around our house we do by hand, but these are pretty. These are always like pretty substantial. You can see how they made a little pond right here. Yeah, they're beavers. They're experts. They know what they're doing. Yeah, here's some blooming willow. Willow is some of the first food that bees have. And here you can see more of the construction of the dam. And how deep they're really taking these down. So beavers do come in and they make the ponds, they just continue to make them deeper so that more species can actually live in there. And then here it starts getting really tall. If you haven't been to our land before, this might not look surprising, but for all of those who have been to our land, it's quite transformed. You can see this peeled log right here. The beavers will come out. Their lodge is like right past, like right ahead. You can't see it, it's a big tangle. But they come out and they'll like chew off strips of cambium. They'll eat it, and I'm sure they have baby beavers in there now because it's springtime. They built a lodge in the winter. So this dam right here went from a little, I don't know, 12-inch rise to now it looks like down here like 3 feet. And it's concerning because it's eroding a road, and we do use this road, well, we did. But it's also like, it's so magical what they're doing. Now you can see right ahead there, that is see those small whips? That's willow that's coppicing, and they eat those. And so if you look around, they're not cutting down any of the willows. And we planted some here. This is, I think, one of the varieties of from the nearings. Anyway, they keep it because it's like a major food for them. So honestly, our landscape here was a long time coming and being transformed by the beavers. The goats are shedding. This one doesn't like to be brushed. Can you tell how crazy that is? There's a road. We were doing like hip camps up in our field because we have off-grid hosting capacity, but people don't want to wait for this water with all their gear to camp in our spot. So we're trying to figure out how to coexist, how to have it all. I love all these little ponds that they're creating here. I brought my neighbor Christine, who has this property down over here, and she was like really excited that the beavers were moving in. Well, she keeps horses, so she shouldn't be too thrilled. But yeah, they're making more ponds down here. They're just going to continue down the landscape. Something else. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so crazy big. This is... Andrew is deconstructing the dam, and this is the big pile. More of their handiwork. Yeah, the big pile of beaver sticks. Here we go. I'm gonna walk up to try and get a shot from above because here's our bridge where we used to go swimming. That's been transformed. Yeah, see how extensive it goes? It's a ginormous pond for them now. And look at that's where their lodge is. They're busy. All the ducks. Where are they? This used to be a crazy tangle of multiflora rose and probably honeysuckle, Tartarian honeysuckle. And they had just completely removed it all. And, well, most of it. And have they love it here. It is like so ideal for them. Andrew would dig out a spring up here, and the beavers are definitely coming up here. But they haven't made it all the way up to this rock, it doesn't look like. They're close. Definitely doing work right here. I want to set up a wildlife camera to watch all the things that have been coming in, because it's so incredible. And I'd love to hear the sounds as well. Collaborating with nature is what I like to do. That's a nice shot. All right, until next time, I'll be doing more of this. I'm going to try and set up some beaver cameras or some wildlife cameras on these dead standing trees that they're not interested in taking down. So it'll be a good place to put cameras. All right, see you later.